Hey, what's going on, guys? Journeyman here, and welcome back to my Championship Manager 0102 save with Manchester City. Today is the first episode of Season 2. So, it's been a long summer. A couple of transfers, let's go over those real quick. Players coming in, first of all, I'll say Martin Eriksson, a midfielder for £250,000. As you can see, very well rounded. Had 15 assists in the Swedish Premier League last season. Very talented player, another good midfielder to add to the squad. Then, Parmadou Carr, I signed him for £3.5 million. Seems like a lot of money for this guy, but he's only 22 years old, got tons of potential, and his versatility is pretty awesome. So I can use him as at the back, I can use him defensive midfielder, I can use him up top. Just a good all-round player. Then I brought in another promising player, Fredrik Lagemir, once again from Sweden. You'll see a trend here, and basically he's a winger, right? So I'm retraining him to play as a central role, either as a striker or play him in the midfield. Once he gets trained back up there, he'll get some first-team football, but for now, he's not quite ready. Then I brought in Michael Silberbauer, a very solid defender and defensive midfielder. Nothing spectacular, but he does provide extra squad depth for us. Going out of the club, Sean Goetze left to Notts County on a free transfer. Kevin Horlock went to Charlton for £125,000. Laycock, Paisley, Reece Day, and Leon Mike all left the club on freebies. And then most recently, Simon Colissimo went to Crystal Palace for £825,000. So coming into the club in the future, I'm looking to sign Lee Roach, but I can't get him to agree a deal with me. I was a recommendation from a subscriber, Paul Tierney, in the previous video, but I can't get him in quite now. Unfortunately, he just won't negotiate a deal with me. So pre-season, lots of goals scored, lots of goals conceded, only one defeat, and that was a 3-1 defeat against Burnley. So that was bad. Everything else went pretty well good. I kept actually a little cup there in the middle, as you can see, against Guiseley, Troyes, and Maritimo. No particular reason why I chose those teams. Just decided I was going to go play some random sides. But anyway, going into today's game, we're up against Newcastle first and foremost in our first game of the season. This is how we're going to line up. Chiotas is going to start in goal. Mike Duff at right back. Jamie Victory at left back. With Eric Bjornstad Hagen, who joined the club at the end of last season. He is an absolute beast of a centre-half. He's going to partner with Paul Ritchie. Usually will be Freddie Riss, but unfortunately he is injured for today's game. In midfield, going to be Jonas London, Agga Barsam, Hacken Mild, and then Mark Kerr through the middle with Tomadir and Lee Chun-Soo leading the line with Nicky Weaver, Corneliusen, Carr, Algerholm, and Kallstrom on the bench for the time being. So, yeah, that's really about it. We're missing Silberbauer and Riss for today's game. They have some knocks. And apart from that, this is how our squad looks on the opening day. I've still got some room for improvement, especially in the midfield department, the attacking midfield, and up top. So I am in the market to try and sign a few more players. Obviously, Tonton Zola Makoko did join us as well at the end of last year once the season ended. But I'm in the market to try and find another player. I wanted to sign Kennedy Bakasioglu, a player that I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with. But unfortunately, he's out for like 18 months with surgery or some crap like that, so I can't sign him quite yet, but he is still on my radar, and I'm going to try and bring him in eventually. Alright, so today's game up against Newcastle, Liverpool, Blackburn, and Tottenham and Wolves, and then if time we'll play Chelsea as well. But first and foremost, we take on Newcastle United. Of course, Alan Shearer and Newcastle United. Alan Shearer is now 32 years old, but still going strong. Carl Court is there. Who else? Tommy Owen, whoever he is, signed for £1.5 million last year. Got Craig Bellamy playing centre midfield. Not really a natural position with him, but I'm sure he will be a pain in the ass, as he always is. And Nikos Dabizas at the back. Shay Given, of course, is when Given was at his prime. Superb goalkeeper. Liv Bernard, former Southampton player. Who else? Kieran Dyer, of course. Bit of a wasted talent, but a superb player. Nevertheless. Alright, so going into today's game, hopefully we'll get the season off to a good start. Again, I've got a lot of young players, and I'm missing Risk today. So, honestly, if we get a win out of today, I will be very happy. A draw, I will still be happy. And then a defeat, obviously, it might happen because Newcastle are a good team. Obviously, they knocked us out of the FA Cup last year. So, a little bit of a rematch. Alright, so Cunningham got injured for Newcastle, and it looks like we're dominating the game, and we get an early goal here from Jonas London, getting the first goal of the Premier League campaign. Good start for us there. Jonas London getting the goal. Take a look at the match stats. We're absolutely battering them right now at Main Road. Is Tomadir. Oh, unlucky. All right, so I'm going to make an early prediction. Tomadir, how many goals is he going to get in the Premier League this season? Obviously, he had a really good year last time round, scoring 40 goals overall. I think this season he will score 32. I think a little bit of a dip, but he will still score a hatful of goals. So 32 is my prediction. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys predict? How many goals do you think Toe will score this season? Alright, so 51 minutes in. Still winning. Still dominating. We need that second goal, though. We need to get a second goal here. Alright, here's a chance for Newcastle. Owen heads it, but looks like it's well saved on the counter-attack. Hard to read in very fast speed, but I want to keep on very fast to get through games as quickly as possible. Let's make a quick change, shall we? Alright, so Madeira's struggling. Lee Chun-Soon's playing well. I don't like to bring off Tomadera because he is Tomadera, but at the same time, Lee's playing much better than him. So you know what? Let's take him off. Let's bring on Colstrom instead. Condition-wise, everyone's looking pretty good in that department. And let's also bring off Agabasam for Charlie Ajerholm. A couple of changes, freshen some legs up out there. And of course, straight away, Newcastle go ahead and score through Christian Basadas. And on the attack now, they could get a late winner here. Alright, so, oh, there it is. Late winner there, of course. I just knew that was going to happen. Alright, so, not a good start. Obviously, you've thrown away a 1-0 lead and dominating the game, and Newcastle ended up winning it, so awesome. We got some news on players internationally. Silberbauer is back. London's going to be out for a few days with a sprained wrist. That shouldn't be a big deal. I should be back in time for the next game up against Liverpool. Yeah, we're playing Liverpool next. There's a League Cup second round draw. Are we playing anyone good? We're playing Northampton Town. Okay. All right. So I can live with that. All right. So we've got Liverpool in just a few days' time. I'll try and skip ahead if we can. Get that game up and rolling. Freddie Wisp is going to play in the next one, which is going to be good. Be good to have him back at the heart of defence. Because I got a feeling that Hagen and Risp are going to be a very, very good partnership this season. Instead of Carr, I play Silberbauer on the bench. We'll take a look at Liverpool's team in just a second. We'll go through this. London's back to full training, but is he fit? That's the question. Yep, 100%. He's fine. He's good to go. All right, so up against Liverpool today. Looks like Liverpool, they won one and lost one. This is only our second game of the season. What kind of players did they bring in over the summer? Shall we take a look? Transfers. They haven't actually brought anyone in yet, and they sold 2 players. Jamie Redknapp went to Wolves for 1.8 million, and Hakar Gunnarsson went to Chesterfield for £8,000. So no additional signings for them. Stephen Gerrard is still in the midfield. He's going to be out for today. Looks like with an injury though. They got Dieter Hamann, Sami Herpia, Robbie Fowler, 27-year-old Robbie Fowler, talented player. Emil Heskey when he was mediocre, that was good. Michael Owen, of course, 22 years old in this game, already scoring a crap ton of goals. So yeah, Jeff Dudek, Chris Kirkland when he had some promise. So yeah, they got some absolute legends in their team as well, but we have a few more than they do. Let's try and get a victory today. Let's get our first win of the Premier League season. Obviously disappointing last time out to lose against Newcastle, and this is not an easy game either. Alright, early goal here. Jamie Victory getting a goal. It's a rare goal for him. I don't think he scored many last season. He only got 1 goal last season, so he's already equaled a tally. Alright, come on boys. Just got to hold out till half-time here. 41 minutes on the clock. Liverpool putting late pressure on us. And then Michael Owen gets a goal. Oh, fuck, okay. Okie dokie. So... we got that goal before, and it's a penalty. Lee Chun-Soo steps up and finds it back in the net. Gets in there, Lee. Alright, so Lee Chun-Soo gets his first of the season. Let's kick off the second half. Same team, we all in 2-1. So I'm not particularly keen on changing things around too much since last time I did that. In the last game, we lost. So I'm going to avoid it for as long as I can. And Biscan scores. Biscan the Biscuit gets a goal. Alright, come on boys, 83 minutes on the clock. You know what, let's make a change. Barsham's coming off, let's bring on Karlstrom in for him. We also have Silberbauer, bring him on for Mild. Yeah, let's bring on Silberbauer for his debut instead of Mild. And the phone whistle blown, and it is a 2-2 against Liverpool. Very credible result, honestly. First point of the Premier League season. That's up against a very formidable opposition in Liverpool. Alright, alright, so moving on to the next game. Who we got up next? Who do we have up next? Tottenham, alright. Tottenham at home. That's another tough one. Look at that. Newcastle, Liverpool, and Tottenham. Tough games. Fucking hell, they got Vinny Samway still playing in midfield. Les Ferdinand, Sergei Rebrov, Teddy Sheringham. That's a name. That's a name all of us are very fondly remember. Gus Poyet in midfield, 34-year-old Gus Poyet. Simon Davis, even 22-year-old Welsh international. I think he's even still playing today. Christian Ziege at left back. Dean Richards, rest in peace, Dean. Yeah, he's still playing for Tottenham. Great centre-half in his day as well. All right, I'm tempted to try and find some players. Let's take a look at my shortlist real quick. Let's take a look at the old shortlist, shall we? All right, here we go. Who have we got? All right, so I wanted to bring this guy in. Kudakov, fortunately, he signed for Lazio on a free transfer. Not going to get him in. Kalusny plays for Energy Cottbus. Can't bring him in. I could try and bring him in. He's so freaking good. Peter Crouch, that was a guy that I thought about bringing in as well. Portsmouth then, still in Division 1. Could bring in Crouchy. Shall I bring in Crouch? Yeah, let's try and bring in Peter Crouch. Just put a little offer, £4 million of Peter Crouch. Taribo West, I tried to bring him in during the summer as well. Couldn't agree a fee. Cherno Samba's gone to Inter. Zlatan Ibrahimovic, keep trying to sign him, but I can't get them to agree a deal. Mads Jorgensen, another player I thought it might be bringing in as well. Who else is in there? Clayton Zane. That could be a decent rotation striker, couldn't he? Tons of goals, tons of assists last season. That's usually a good sign. He can do it for us in the Premier League. Wants to be transfer listed. He wants to move to us. Let's see if I can put an offer, $2.3 million for Clayton Zane. It should be able to help us out up top, at the very least. All right, so we have Tottenham coming up next in just a couple of days' time. All right, come on. I got international break to start off with. Okay, not ideal. So, some news here. Lots of players playing for the under-21 team. Marcus Rosenberg. He's a good player, isn't he? Remember him too. Got lots of goals last season. Could get him on the cheap as well. It's a pretty cheeky offering. £100,000. So this is basically all I do when I play the game, by the way, everyone. I just literally just kind of go through, find players through the under-21 teams and just find players that are heavily undervalued by them. And if I move them on, I can probably move them on at a higher price and then go from there. So this is essentially largely what I do. Stuart Gray got fucking Premier Manager at the moment. Tell you what, Stuart Gray was a fucking terrible manager. Anders Svensson. Love Sven. He was a good player in his time. The board is happy with me, so that's good. I'd like to hear stability from the board and support. Crouch is protected, but Zane's offer has been accepted. So what I'm going to do, it's going to be a squad rotation, but I got a feeling if I don't hit first team player, he's not going to agree to move. Take a gamble. All right, squad rotation. All right, so he does agree to be a squad rotation player. Okay, good. All right, up against Tottenham. Tottenham are bottom of the Premier League with 3 defeats so far. Haven't scored a single goal, believe it or not. So, knowing that, they're probably going to score a hatful today. That normally makes sense. Anyone in the team? Any changes to the team? Tonton Zuma Makoko is available. Farnood is also available. Same team. Not going to make too many changes. All right, up against Tottenham today. So last time out, we last 2 games now, we've actually scored the first goal, done well, and then unfortunately conceded. Mike Duff got himself an injury. Unlucky enough, though, of quality quality right back to take his place in Corneliuson. And we're getting an early goal. Lee Chun-Soo getting his second of the season. You get to see a goal from Tom Madeira, though. That's concerning. Usually he gets one every 2 games at the very, very minimum. All right. So far, it's been all Tottenham apart from us getting the early goal. That's another goal. Like Marker getting a goal. That's all right. Good to see him on the score sheet early on. So 2-0 up. All right, so we've got a little bit of a gap here. And Sergei Rebrov gets the first goal for Tottenham's season. And the first goal for him, of course. No, not like we're going to see it again just before half-time, aren't we? The floodgates are probably going to open up for Tottenham. All right, so halftime question mark coming up. Yep, there is halftime whistle. Okay, so take a look at them in the match facts real quick. So condition-wise, everyone's looking good. Barsom struggling in midfield again. Got Kallstrom. I got Charlie as well on the bench. Could bring him on. Let's be on Kallstrom early. Because lately, the last couple of games, bringing him on late. Let's bring him on early. Let's see if he can make an impact. So I know he's a quality player. And he definitely can make an impact. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, never mind. Thank you, referee. Appreciate that. All right. Jonas only gets a goal. Get in there, Jonas. All right. 3-1. All right. Let's not throw this away. Let's get our first win of the season. All right. Come on, boys. Just got to hold on a little bit more now. We have one more sub just in case we want to make any more changes. Let's Karlstrom. Get in there, Kim. Justifies my decision of bringing him on at halftime. Alright, come on, boys. Hold on. Look at that rating. 10 shots on goal, 10 on target. It's been a busy day for Neil Sullivan in goal. Alright, so 89 minutes. Yep, it looks like we won our first game of the season. Awesome. So we keep Tottenham bottom of the table. And we move up to 11th now. Awesome, with our first win of the season. So, yep, obviously the board are happy with that. I'm very, very happy with that. We did get an injury report, though. Mike Duff. Let's go back to the news real quick. How long is he out for? 10 days. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. I've got Corneliusson, who's an absolutely fine, capable backup. So he will be his replacement. Rasberg will go to the bench as well. All right. Who we got next? Wolves. All right. Wolverhampton Wanderers. They have Cedric Roussel. The, Belgian striker, George Nadar, Jamie Redknapp, of course, 29 years old. Surprised Liverpool sold him, honestly, because he was playing kind of regular first-team football for them, especially for such a low price of only 1.8 million. They still got Cesar Sampaio, who is absolutely wonderful. Good for the first couple of seasons, and after that he declines very quickly. Oh, Joleon Lescott. 20-year-old Joleon Lescott still playing for... Okay, good. All right, moving on. Rosenberg's bid has been rejected. Do I come back with another bid? 200,000. Double the offer. All right. Of course, Liverpool bid for Saïd, and they'll probably get the offer accepted for 2.5 million. And unfortunately, the work permit failed for him. So I'm going to be very, very pissed off if the work permit fails for us, but not for Liverpool. And speaking of work permits, Clayton Zinn's got to go through one as well, the Australian. He should get a work permit, though. He's got 15 caps, 12 goals in him, so he should be okay. We should be able to get a work permit for him, not a problem. All right, Rosenberg offers rejected again. All right, 375. Let's see if they'll accept that one. Nope. All right, we'll move on from that for now. We won't sign him just for now. Alright, so going into today's game, let's check the conditions of the players real quick. Anyone struggling? Nope, everyone's pretty much good to go. Not going to make too... I don't know. I'm going to start Karlstrom. Change my mind. Start Karlstrom. Barsom can be on the bench. Barsom's been poor, to say the very least, to start the season. So Karlstrom's going to come on instead. He obviously got a goal last time out. Hopefully he gets another goal today. Alright, come on, boys. Winning against Wolves would be juicy. And Nathan Blake gets an early goal, of course. I can say that. As soon as I ask for something, unfortunately, Championship Manager takes it away from me. Alright, so 1-0. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alex Ray getting a goal. What kind of tactic are Wolves playing out of interest? 4-1-2-1-2 formation. Okay, with Katzbayer from the middle, Redknapp holding, Nadar, Ray, Bertram right pushing forward as well. Okay. So they kind of match us in midfield for numbers, and we're basically playing man for man, and so far they're beating us, which isn't good. Not a good sign, because we are better players than they do. Absolutely, we do. May not look on paper, but ability-wise, absolutely, we have much better players than they do. Of course, I'm saying that we're 2-0 down. All right, half time. Changes do need to be made. Alright, let's go to the team instructions real quick. Preston's on. Keep it on. I'm going to push Kerr forward. I also have Barsom on the bench. I could bring him on too. Karlstrom, London. Actually, what I'm going to do, going against better judgment. Mills had a pretty good game. However, I need attacking players in the second half to get back in there. So Barsom's going to come off for him. Barsom's going to push forward with Lee Chun-Soo and Tomadura. Tomadura is still yet to get a goal this season. So that's, again, it's very concerning because he is my main goal scoring threat. And if he's not firing, then we're going to be struggling. Big time. All right. Come on, boys. Come on. Get a goal. Come on. That'd be a great time to score. Nope. Alright, now, how about now? Nope, okay. Alright, it's only 5 minutes on the clock. It looks like this game's pretty much going to be done. Crap. Make one more change. And Robbie Blake gets a goal, so it doesn't really matter what we do now. Alright, never mind then. And so Silbao come on for Kerr. Anyone else struggling condition-wise? No, everything's fine. Alright, just make that one change. Alright, so losing 3-0 away at Wolves at Molineux. So a very disappointing defeat. Out. Why not make him 4-0? Yep, just put that little cherry on top of the shit cake. Alright. Fuck's sake. Alright, so that moves us down now to 14th in the table. That's not very good, is it? Alright, moving on. So we have 20 minutes gone in the episode now. So we've got one more game. Let's do Northampton, and then we'll call it quits for this episode. Obviously, I want to destroy Northampton because we need confidence right now, and I need to play Tomadura despite one of the rest of him for today's game. I've got to play him. I've got to see him score. He needs to get back to goal scoring ways. With that being said, too, let's make some changes. Rizpagen's fine. Sobal Corneliussen's fine. Victory's okay there. Midfield. Let's make some changes in the midfield. Alright, so I brought Martin Eriksson. He's a good player. Had a really nice little preseason. 2 goals, 3 assists for him. So let's give him his debut today. Let's play him instead of Mark Kerr. Let's put Mark Kerr on the bench ahead of Silberbauer. Charlie also had a pretty solid preseason. So what we'll do is we'll leave it. Leave that one. Barsom. I'm actually going to play Tonton Zulu Makoko instead. I want to get him some game time if we're winning comfortably. And we should be winning comfortably. We are playing at home against Northampton Town. Do they have anyone? Oh, it's a penalty. Lee Chun-Soo steps up and scores. Gets his third of the season. Congratulations, Lee. I was kind of hoping you'd give it to Toe, to be honest with you, but we'll take it. So they have Lee Bradby up top, former Portsmouth player. They also have Tim Sherwood, believe it or not. And Lee Chun-Soo scores again for another penalty. So 2-0 within 10 minutes. Good start to the game for us. Tim Sherwood, 33 years old, signed for Tottenham for only £425,000. How the mighty have fallen there. Anyone else to recognise? Andy Oakes, I think he's a former Derby goalkeeper. Yep, that's it. Alright, so 2-0 up. Cruising right now. Freddie Wisp getting a goal, get his first of the season. So far it's been all us. And it looks like the game is going to be... So I want to see Tomadura score. That's the one thing I want to get out of this game. Unless it be 5 games without a goal for him, and that would be definitely a very, very weird stat that doesn't happen very often for Tomadura. Alright, so here we go. Tomadura, I think the assist this time though. Karlstrom scored though, which is good. That's the second of the season. Alright, so looking at the match facts, Tomadura is actually playing really well. He's got 2 assists so far today, 3 key passes, 20 or 15 passing. So he's actually having a really, really nice game in there. I'm going to leave him on, however, I'm thinking about taking Lee Chun-Soo off and playing Tonton Zulu Makoko instead. There's Madeira's goal. That's what I wanted. Nothing else matters anymore. We got Tomadura's goal, 5-0 up now. Let's make those changes. Jamie Forrester, I don't care if you scored. You can have that goal. Alright, so I'm going to bring off Lee, going to bring on Tonton. I'm going to bring off... Who else can I bring off? Let's bring off Victory, put on Rasberg. Cornelius can play left back, Rasberg can play right back. Alright, so 5-1 the scoreline. Just happy to see Tomadura get on the score sheet. And as Karlstrom get another goal, that's his second of the game. 83rd minute, it's over. So a 6-1 win. Good to get back to winning ways. Nice to slaughter a team, and Tomadura got the Man of the Match award for this fixture. So that's pretty much going to wrap up this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you get what do you think of the signing so far? Do you have any player recommendations for me to sign? I'm primarily looking for attacking midfielders right now, strikers, and even get hold of myself another centre half. I probably will do. Just let me know in the comments below. What do you guys think? Let me know what kind of players you want me to see me sign. Thank you guys so much for watching, and also yeah, please let me know what do you predict? How many goals do you think Tomadura is going to score this season? I predicted 32. How many of the goals do you think he'll score? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next part. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.